In this video you are going to see the strangest telepathic stories that have happened in history. The mother suddenly felt a feeling she'd never felt before. Her 20-year-old son is in the middle of the dark and he calls out loud like he's in trouble. At 1 o'clock after midnight. The anxiety of the mother was changed to a sense of great sadness, without knowing why. But the terrifying truth, her son was drowning in the waters of a North Coast beach. But what's strange is, it's the doctor's report that explained that the hour of death was 1 after midnight. It's the same time that the mother felt her unjustified grief. Hayward suddenly freaked out and got up in a hurry, confirming that he'd heard a distress sound. He sped in his car and he didn't know where to go, only the sound he heard in his head would guide him to the road. Oddly enough, he was going through a crossroads, and without hesitation, he went down Park Road. He continued to drive until he reached Montford Drive. Then, on a crazy adventure, he veered off the main road. Out of his sight he saw the accident. His friend was John Finder Burke, who was in a terrible state between life and death. Hayward was quick to call the rescue squad, which came in immediately and rescued him. The therapist said that if he was a little late to bring in his friend, he would now be dead. In 1966, the Soviet Nikolov sat in a room alone with a paper to write on it, and then a line with unrelated words, and a meaningless drawing. While scientists were watching him in Moscow, his colleague Kashkai was sitting in similar conditions, in Leningrad, 1,000 kilometers from Moscow. He was writing the same words, on a white sheet. That story was announced by Soviet scientist Vladimir Fidelman, one of the most famous supernatural scientists, at a conference on supernatural phenomena called this phenomenon telepathy. In a famous incident, all historical studies referred to her. Omar ben al-Khattab, Allah blessed him, he was at Friday sermon. When he suddenly stopped, he said, "Saraya the mountain." Someone asked him what he was saying. Omar said to that he felt something had happened, and he said it without knowing. In the meantime, it was a Surya he was fighting on the Nihon doorstep in Persia. Saraya said, "I heard a voice that I don't know where it came from, asking me to climb the mountain. That's why we won the battle." Often, strange things happen with us. It's like a situation, and we feel like it's happened to us before. It's like calling a friend, and then it's ahead of us. At a meeting, we mention someone's name, and then he come. We usually call such things by accident. But it's a misinterpretation of science and research that confirms the existence of something called the sixth sense, and that's what's known as telepathy. Telepathy is the reception of energy from anyone's mind and its analysis in the recipient's mind. That is, he understands the thoughts of others and knows what's going on in their minds, and he can also send his thoughts and bring them into the minds of others, by thinking about the person, by conjuring him in your imagination, or by feeling him and by sending the specific idea, positively, comfortably and confidently, of their arrival. Types of telepathy. Instinctive telepathy, like a mother's sense of her son when something happens to him, like a car accident or something. Mental telepathy, when you want to say a sentence or a word, Your friend preceded you by saying it before you, or two people were saying the same phrase at the same time. When you echo a song in your heart and are surprised that the one with you is singing it out loud. Spiritual telepathy: when you wish someone would call you, you're surprised he called you right now.